It is my hope that you are doing well. Welcome to this video where we'll talk about time signature. The measure of music into beats is called time. And time is represented by a sign known as time signature. And time signature has two functions. Number one, it shows the number of beats in a bar. And as we had said much earlier, bar is also referred to as measure. Number two, time signature shows the type of note receiving one beat. And time signature, it is placed at the beginning of a musical piece after key signature. An example of a musical piece is on the screen. And we are saying that time signature is placed immediately after the key signature. And as we had said much earlier, key signature is represented by a number of sharps or flats. Time signature is represented by certain numerical numbers. In our case, we have 4, 4, and the upper 4 or the numerator indicates the number of beats in a bar or a measure. The denominator shows the type of note receiving one beat. In this case, it implies that in each measure, we'll have 4 crochet beats. The type of note here is 4, and the type of note which has fraction 4 beat is the quarter note or the crochet. As we had said much earlier, bar lines divide musical piece into equal parts, and the distance between two bar lines is called a measure. Time signatures are divided into two categories. We have regular time signatures and irregular time signatures. Regular time signatures has two divisions, and division number 1, we have simple time signatures, and division 2, we have compound time signatures. In any signature, the bottom number or denominator can either be 1, 2, 4, 8, or 16. 1, which represents walnut, is not commonly used as denominator. Simple time signatures are divided into 3 categories. We have the category of 2 or the duple, 3 or triple, and 4 or quadruple. Duple means 2 beats per measure and can be either 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 8, or 2, 16. It's my hope that by now we understand the amplification of each number. Duple 2, 2 can be represented by the sign shown on the screen, that is a crossed C. The sign is called common cut time, musical name alabreve. What's special about alabreve is that the type of note used receives half of its value in each measure. Say we had 2 minims in a measure, the value will be equivalent to 2 crochets. Simple triple is as shown on the screen. In some books, they are categorized in the division of compound time signatures, and in other books, they are said to be simple triple. They indicate 3 bits per measure. We have examples as 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 8. Take a look at the use of beam. Simple quadruple, which means 4 bits per measure, is as shown on the screen. We have examples as 4, 2, 4, 4, 4, 8, and something on 4, 4. It is also called common time, which is represented by C, and this is the representation on a staff. Differentiate it with alabreve. In alabreve, the C is crossed, and it is called common time, while 4, 4 is called common time. Before we move to compound time signatures, I want us to take a look at the triplet. When 3 notes are grouped together with a figure 3 above or below the notes, the group is called triplet. In a musical piece, it may happen that you come across a group of 3 notes with figure 3 as shown on the screen. These groups are referred to as triplets. A triplet takes time in the amount it would take normally to play 2 of the triplet notes in their regular length. And regular length is also the normal length. Example, we have a group of 3 notes here with figure 3, and we are saying that its value is equivalent to playing 2 notes in the group at their normal length. The group is comprised of 3 quivers, so the length of my triplet will be equivalent to playing 2 quivers at their normal length. And as we know, the length of a quiver is an eighth bit, or ta. When they are 2, their value is ta-te. Those are 2 8 bits, which are equivalent to 1 crochet. And the value of a crochet is ta, or 1 bit. So we'll fix the length of the group equally into 1 bit. 1 bit is ta, and the value of the notes in the group is ta te ta. So we fix the length ta te ta to fit exactly into 1 bit ta. So it would be something of sort of ta te ta, ta te ta. Let's say we have an example as shown on the screen. The key signature is key C, for we know C doesn't have any sharps or flats, so the representation of the signature is 0 sharps, 0 flats. We go straight to time signature is 2, 4. This means that we shall have 2 crochet beats in each bar, and as we had said much earlier, the approach in translating new piece of music was shown in the last videos, so I'll go straight in identifying my leading note. The position of the leading note will be the position of C, and the first ledger line below a treble clef is called middle C. From this point, I can name all the lines and spaces above and below. So I'll translate the first note, and the position will be do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi. Right below it, I indicate with a small m for me. The position of the next note is mi, re, do, and the other notes follows. Suppose I was given some tempo to be 72, which is also andante, meaning at a walking pace. I would take my rhythm to be, in the first bar, ta, te, ta, fa, te, fe. In the second bar, we have our group of notes. We've said they are called triplets, and their length is equivalent to the length of playing two normal lengths of two notes in the group. In the above example, my group of notes is comprised of quavers, and as we had said much earlier, the length will be equivalent to the length of a crochet. So in the measure, I'm supposed to have two crochets, that is ta, 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 ta. But now I have ta, te, ta in the measure. So to fit the ta, te, ta in one crochet beat, it will sound ta, te, ta, following the tempo ta, ta. So the rhythm of the two measures will be ta, te, ta, fa, te, fe, ta, te, ta, ta. And when we sing in solfege, we'll have min, do, re, re, so, son, don, don, do, ti, ti. Min, do, re, re, so, son, don, don, do, ti, ti. And that's all about a triplet.